I'm just going to show you how to play Now and Then, recent Beatles song on ukulele, with the most accurate chords I can sort of find that are going to represent the sound that you're hearing in the song. So first of all, I'm just going to show you the chord shapes that are involved in this song. So we've got A minor. So from this string it's 2, open, open, open. We've got G6, which is from this string open, 2, open, 2. We've got F major 7. Now F major 7 is a funny one on ukulele because the shape that most people learn looks like this. It's the same as an A minor. Well, in this song F major 7 is next to A minor, so it's a bit of a strange shape to use for it. It doesn't really work that well. So you could either just play F, or you could play this, which is another way of playing F major 7. So I've got this barred across 5th fret, so it's 5, 5, 5, and then 7 on that string. Got E. Now E can be played like this, or if you can squash your fingers in, so it's 4, 4, 4, 2. I tend to use one finger over 2 strings, I think it's a bit easier. Another way to play that, if you struggle with that one, is to play what looks like an E7 and just mute this string. So my finger's just touching it. So that's 1, mute, open, 2. It's another way of playing E. A sus4 is A minor with the 3rd finger just on the 2nd fret on the string underneath. So we've got 2, 2, open, open. G, you probably already know G. It's this shape, so from this string open, 2, 3, 2. B minor. B minor is 1 finger over 3 strings here, and then your 3rd finger up here. So going from here it's 4, 2, 2, 2. E minor. You may already know that one. So we've got open, 4, 3, 2. D. Another one that's a bit of a squash. It's 2, 2, 2, open. As with the E chord, I tend to play it like this. I cover those 2 strings with that finger. So I play an E like that and a D like that. But some people use the thumb. Other people squash 3 fingers in like that. You could also play D like this. D minor. Coming from this string, it's 2, 2, 1, open. E7. So from this string, it's 1, 2, open, 2. And the last one is C. Probably the first chord you learned on a ukulele. Open, 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 3. Right, so we're getting to the song. So in terms of the strumming, what the guitar actually seems to be doing on the song is down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So just constant downs and ups. And you can do that on ukulele, but what I would say is try to accent certain ones, otherwise it sounds a bit monotonous. If you're just going. So you could just accent certain random ones really like. Gives it a bit more movement, but it's no fancy strum, just down, up, down, up. And one bar would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and that's one bar. So the intro is a bar of A minor, a bar of G6, and that repeats. So the intro is this. The verse starts with the intro again, so A minor G6, A minor G6, and then A minor again for a bar, F major 7, remember you could play F instead, or you could play this F major 7. I wouldn't do the F major 7 that looks like that because it's the same as A minor. So unless you're playing with a bass player, then it will make a difference. So that was A minor G6, A minor G6, A minor, F major 7, E for 2 bars, A sus4 for a bar, A minor for a bar. The chord charts and chord shapes are available for this, or they can be. I can write them out for you. So just get in touch if you need those. Right, okay, so I'm just going to demonstrate that whole verse sequence. So that's the verse. I'm just going to play it once more. This time, instead of the F major 7, I'm just going to play normal F so you can hear the difference. Because I think the F major 7, it's a long way from the other chords, so I think you might find the F is a nicer one to use. So I'm just going to play it again, and I'll play the F instead of the F major 7. So the chorus, we've got 2 bars of G, 2 bars of B minor, 2 bars of E minor, a bar of A minor, a bar of D, a bar of A minor, a bar of D. So I'll just play all of that. So then there's a repeat of the verse, exactly the same as before. And then there's a repeat of the chorus, but the end of the second chorus is slightly different to the first one. Instead of being A minor for a bar, D for a bar, A minor for another bar, D for another bar, it's just the A minor to the D once. So I'm just going to demonstrate the second chorus for you. Then there's the solo section. There's a sort of slide guitar solo. I think it's Paul McCartney doing an impression of George Harrison. But yeah, slide guitar solo, change of key, really good chord sequence. This particular section is a clever chord sequence, I think. So what we get is D minor for 2 bars, C for 2 bars, and that repeats. D minor for 2 bars, C for 2 bars. Then E minor for 2 bars, A minor for 2 bars, D for 2 bars, D minor for a bar, G for a bar. Then there's a repeat of the verse, exactly the same as the first 2 verses, same sequence. Then we're into the end section. So after that that third verse, straight into the end section. Now there's one thing in particular that's really odd in this, but just brilliant, but really odd. So I'll just play up to the odd part and I'll just explain what's happening up to there, and then we'll look at that. So we start off with G for a bar, then go to E7 for a bar, A minor for a bar, G for a bar, E7 for a bar. So I'll just play that. So up to that point, it's not too difficult. And remember, this song's in 4/4, so we're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'll just play that again up to that point and try to count the beats as I'm playing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now at this point, something very strange happens. I think this is really good. There's a couple of ways you can interpret this. The way I've interpreted it when I was working this out is I've decided it goes into 6/8 timing. Now 6/8, whereas you've got 4/4, which is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, feels like 4 beats. 6/8 feels like 2 slow beats because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what's called the pulse is 2 slow beats on the 1 and the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's how you count 6/8. You don't count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't feel like 6 beats. It feels like 2 groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we changed to 6/8. In terms of strum, the one that works for this part of this particular song, this 6/8 section, it's not necessarily what you do for 6/8 in every song that you play in 6/8. But for this part of this song, we want to go down, up, down, down, up, down. So on an A minor, that would be down, up, down, down, up, down. And slightly accent the first beat and the fourth beat. So it's down, up, down, down, up, down. Okay, it's quite difficult, but what's difficult is switching from the previous part straight into this. I'll demonstrate that in a minute. So we play a bar of A minor and then half a bar of G6 to F major 7. Well, like I said earlier, you could go up to the F major 7 here, but I think it kind of works better here than it did earlier in the song, in the verse, but you still might want to just do a standard F. I think that might sound better for this particular part. And then the last bar is half a bar of E7, half a bar of A minor, and at this point it rounds, which means slows down, and the A minor just rings out. So we've got G6 to the F major 7, or just F, that's one bar, and the last bar is E7 to A minor, which is where you slow down. So the whole 6/8 part is what I just said, but with a bar of A minor at the beginning. I'll just demonstrate it. So now I'm going to play the whole of that end section. You'll really notice after the second E7, which is still in 4/4, we switch to 6/8. I think you'll notice it. I'll just play it. I'm sure you noticed that. Quite weird. If you'd never heard the song before, you'd just think that was definitely a mistake, but it sounds brilliant in the song. So I'm just going to demonstrate that once more, end section, but I'll play the previous verse, the verse 3. I'll play the verse followed by the end section so you can hear how it goes into it. So I did that because I think it makes a lot more sense of the end section if you've got the verse leading into it. You can really hear how it works. Yeah, what a brilliant song, brilliant chord sequence, as you'd expect. Yeah, if you've got any questions, please put them in the comments. If you need chord diagrams and the chord chart for this, and let me know, and I can sort that out for you. Just email me, mark@guitartutor.co.uk. Okay, any questions, please ask. Click like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Okay, thanks.